factory loomed at the edge of town like a dark monument, its windows dusty and cracked, the machines inside silent yet ominously waiting. 5 guards had been assigned to the night shift, a simple job on paper: monitor the perimeter, check the machines, and ensure nothing was stolen. But this factory was different. It didn't just make dolls, it seemed to breathe life into them, the glassy eyes glinting as if aware of every step, every shadow. The first night, everything seemed normal. Tom, the senior guard, walked past aisles of porcelain dolls lined up on shelves, their painted faces eerily smiling. By midnight, a faint whisper echoed from the far corner of the factory, soft as a lullaby. Tom shrugged it off, but when he turned to check a machine, the doll factory's giant assembly line had stopped moving. Yet one doll had shifted slightly, its head tilted toward him. He blinked. When he looked again, it was gone. By morning, Tom had vanished, leaving only the faint smell of old porcelain and machine oil. The second guard, Maria, tried to convince herself it was a prank. Maybe Tom had wandered off. But as she walked the dimly lit corridors, the dolls' heads seemed to follow her. Soft giggles echoed from the storage room. When she opened a crate, dozens of dolls stared at her blankly. Then one spoke in a childlike voice. "You stay too long." She screamed, and by dawn, she too had disappeared. One by one, the remaining guards, Hank, Louise, and Claire, experienced the same terror. Doors would lock behind them without anyone touching them. Dolls would appear in places they hadn't been, their tiny hands reaching for uniforms, faces twisting into expressions no painter had ever created. Whispers filled the factory, urging them deeper into the maze of shelves and assembly lines, and one by one, they vanished, leaving nothing behind but empty boots and the faint scent of varnish. By the 5th night, Claire was alone. She realized the factory didn't just make dolls, it collected souls. The more frightened the workers became, the more alive the dolls seemed. She ran past rows of staring porcelain faces, their eyes glinting with malice. At the center of the factory, she found a massive doll, far larger than any human, its eyes like black mirrors, reflecting her own terrified face. The doll whispered, "Finally, just you." And in that instant, Claire felt herself becoming smaller, her limbs stiffening, her scream freezing into porcelain. The factory returned to its silent hum. Outside, the town slept, unaware that the night shift had claimed yet another set of souls. The dolls on the shelves sat perfectly still, their smiles wider than ever.